Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, this video is present about movie critic titled The Intern. This presentation has been prepared by me, Zulfaris Izlan bin Jalani, my group members Iman Zaudin bin Muhammad Hakimi and Cik Aisyah binti Satarudin. Alright, for the synopsis, this movie is starting a new career might be challenging, especially if you are elderly and previously retired. Ben Whittaker, that is Robert De Niro, a 70-year-old widower who wants to get back into the game. The opportunity to work as a senior intern at an online fashion site. Ben quickly earns the respect of his younger co-worker, especially Jules Austin, that is Anne Hathaway, who serve as both the company creator and supervisor. Whittaker established a particular connection and blossoming relationship with Jules and others thanks to his charisma, intelligence, and sense of humor.
Of scenes 1. In this scene, Cameron is attempting to convince Joe to support his plan for a senior internship program by recruiting another citizen. She believes the program won't success enough because it won't provide any positive result and will add nothing to the company progress. Critical incident 1. Persuasion influence. Analysis of scene 1. Cameron's effort to influence Jules is especially persuasion influence. He used fact and a lot of research about senior citizens as planned, and the result was incredible. Cameron also tries to pursue Jules to have one intern work directly under her by giving a logic whereby a founder of course has to set a kind of example for the rest of the team. In fact, Jules finally agreed to have one intern directly under her as her main attention is to set a good example for all of her employees. By accepting Cameron's persuasion, Jules has managed to eventually adapt to the program as planned. The intern is actually becomes a great help in running the company smoothly. Recommendation: an employee must form a good, convincing, persuasive agreement when trying to pursue someone to change their behavior or attitude, which may create better results in the future. Synopsis of scenes 2. This scene shows Becky, Joe's secretary, sending an email to Ben saying she has already set an appointment for him to meet Jules Austin at 3:55 p.m. and a reminder to be prompt as Jules has another meeting at 4 p.m. Critical incident 2. Clear communication. Analysis of scenes 2. Becky gives such a clear communication by email. All the things that Ben needs to be informed has been stated clearly in the email, such as the purpose of the email and what time Ben should go, and a reminder to prompt is also given. The email urges Ben to take action. In fact, Ben has got the information and he has time to get ready and prepare to attend an appointment at 3:55 am. It's help in creating better relationship between the employees and avoid any miscommunication. Recommendation: an employee must be skilled in writing communication to guarantee that the information we want to give can be properly understood and that the necessary details are included to prevent any misunderstanding carried on by unclear communication. Synopsis of scenes 3. These two scenes depict a situation in which Ben arrived at 3:55 am for his first appointment as intern directly under Jules. Becky was shocked by the fact that the new intern that she emailed on that morning is an old man 70 years old. Critical Incident 3 Professional Behavior Analysis of Scene 3. Ben portrays as a professional at when he arrives on time and is punctual on his first day. This shows that Ben has good time management skills when he waits from morning till the meeting times on his first day at the office, although not work task has been given to him. He is respecting Joe's time as he knows she has a very tight schedule. For the effect, Ben punctually cause their meeting time not being right and finish around the timing set as Joe has another meeting at 4 p.m. Recommendation: every co-worker must be punctual and arrive on time for any meeting to show professionalism and respect toward others.
Alright, synopsis of Scene 4. The scene portrays a situation in which Cameron is having a meeting with Jules to negotiate her in regards with the possibility of her meeting with potential CEOs for about the ATF company. Meanwhile, Jules on the other side is negotiating with him not to do so because she believes that she can handle the company with her outstanding capabilities. Okay, for the critical incident 4 is skills. The analysis of Scene 4 is Cameron negotiate Jules to consider meeting with potential CEO by starting some reason as to why they should have CEO for the company instead of Jules handling the whole company alone. The second analysis is Jules disagree and clarify that she is afraid those new person will do things their way and she cannot imagine herself reporting every idea she has for her own company to someone else. So both of them are negotiating with each other in hopes that one of them will agree with the other. So the effect for this incident, Cameron did well in negotiating Jules to consider potential CEO by giving her strong reason which somehow opened her heart and mind to think rationally instead of emotionally. The second effect is the company will be able to run more smoothly and Jules can keep up with the company's success as she will have those CEO assisting her. For the recommendation is co-worker need to have great negotiation skills by supporting it with strong reason so that dispute will not happen and relationship are not ruined just because of having different views. Alright, next, synopsis of Scene 5. The scene chosen because a situation in which Jules is so happy and shocked at the same time when she sees the main desk at her office is already clean. She has been eyeing the desk, which is also known as an office junk drawer, for long as it looked so messy, but she is just too busy to clean it up. Therefore, she is planning to stay late and do it herself, but Ben has cleaned it up before she does. Okay, for the critical incident 5 is giving feedback and praises. The analysis from Scene 5. First, Jules appreciate Ben's effort in cleaning up the messy desk at the office. Second, she thanks Ben and praises him by saying it is brilliant and it is the best thing that has happened around the office all week. The effect from this scene is Jules' action of appreciating and thank Ben for his effort will make Ben feels very much appreciated and it somehow will increase Ben's motivation to work even better. The second effect is even though it is just a small gesture of help for some, but it might mean a lot to some. So for the recommendation from this scene is everyone in the workplace should appreciate and give praises to another when good work is done or an effort is shown, as it can boost up one's mood and improve their motivation to work well. Next, synopsis of scene 6. From this scene represent a situation in which Jules is having a small talk with Ben while drinking and eating pizza together before she continue doing her overtime work. Okay, for the critical incident 6 is small talk. The analysis from scene 6 is, first, Jules is making a good move by approach Ben to eat together while having small talk in between her over time, as Ben has been continuously accompanying her and only left the office after her. The second analysis is they are also smart by choosing the right topic to talk about, such as Ben asks Jules about the progress of meeting with the potential CEO. Meanwhile, Jules asks Ben what he did for work before retiring. Okay, the effect from this scene is, first, the act of Jules starting the small talk with Ben has give them the opportunity to know each other better and develop a more friendly work environment. The second effect is they manage to get rid of the awkward between them after the small talk. Okay, for the recommendation from this scene is boss and employees should engage in small talk in order to level up the bond among them, eliminate awkwardness, and improve the teamwork.
So this is the synopsis of scene 7. As you can see, this scene represents a situation in which Ben is very dedicated toward his job by presenting his research on company stuff in very details and neatly. For critical incident in scene 7 is dedicated. The analysis of this scene is Jules gave Ben a task so that Ben can help reduce Becky's excessive workload. Ben carries out the task given by Jules with a great dedication, and he is able to complete the assigned task quickly and in very detail and neatly. The effect of this scene is this made Jules trust Ben more to do office duty than before. Jules didn't trust Ben to do so. All colleagues are very impressed with Ben even though he is quite older and bit out of date. The recommendation of this scene is they should try to give other people a chance to prove themselves and believe in them. An employee also must do their job dedicatedly as an employee. So this is the synopsis of scene 8. The scene represents a situation in which Davis stated that he loves Ben because Ben let him stay at his place during the whole of his internship. The critical incident for scene 8 is emotions. The analysis of this scene is David tells Ben that he will be staying with his cousin in Philadelphia and will commute from home to office for almost 2 hours during his internship. Then Ben offered Davis to stay at his house near the office during the internship, so Davis wouldn't have to commute so far. David is very grateful for Ben to letting him to stay at his house temporarily, and David says that he loves Ben. The effect of this scene that we can see is the act of Ben who allowed Davis to stay at his house for a while really touched David's feeling. This shows kindness and concern towards each other among employees. They will develop a closer bond, and Ben also already considers himself as uncle to all his colleagues. And lastly, the recommendation for this scene is employees need to care about the welfare of each other and help each other if they are in trouble. Lastly is the synopsis of scene 9. As you can see, this scene represents a situation in which Jules cares a lot about Ben's condition. She asks if Ben is he okay and why he is taking meds. The critical incident for scene 9 is caring. The analysis of this scene is Jules is very concerned about Ben's health because Ben was taking his daily blood pressure medicine. She is very worried if she given too much work to Ben without caring about Ben's age. As you know, Ben is already 70 years old. But Ben said that he was fine and told Jules to not worry about him, but actually it was Ben who actually worried about Jules. Ben accidentally knows about Jules' husband cheated with other women and he afraid to tell Jules about it. It makes Ben's blood pressure increase because he is a very sensitive man. The effect of this scene is the act of Jules ask about Ben's health condition makes her look that she very care and concerned towards her employee even though she was not comfortable with Ben at their first meeting. This makes their bond as employer and employee are more closer. The recommendation for this scene is, as an employer, they should concern about each of their employee and make a comfortable bond between employer and also employee.
Okay, from the overall this movie critique, the conclusion is the video excerpt highlight the importance of persuasion skill, effective communication style, professionalism, negotiation skills, communication skills, and small talk. Okay, from this movie critique, we must have the persuasion skill, show a good presentation in written communication, act professionally, and listening attentively of others' opinion, giving praises and feedback to each other, and breaking the ice among employees by engage in small talk, because those good ethics and values in the workplace will be able to cultivate strong teamwork and increase productivity as well as motivation of employees. The second is we can conclude that each person in the workplace must practice good work ethics and has the effective communication skills to ensure our relationship with others is always in a good condition. So that's all. Thank you.